Hey guys, what's up? Chris Roder here with resellingelectronicsforprofit.com and Resellerator. Guys, today I want to go over the entire process here, and then I kind of want to break it down on the computer for you guys as well, and kind of show you guys exactly kind of how the process works. I'm going to try and keep this one less than 10 minutes, so I'm going to just go ahead and get started. So make sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate it. So number one, guys, I want to start off with this whiteboard here real quick. And I want to go over it piece by piece for you guys. All right. So the first part that we have here is like part one of my entire Resellerator method. Okay. So we have over here our automated sourcing method, which utilizes Facebook, Instagram, and Google to generate leads for us that allow people to contact us directly inbound. Okay. And then we also have reach outs which are simple enough. You go to OfferUp, Marketplace, Craigslist, places like that, and you just straight up DM people, right? So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into that part. Okay. So first part we're actually going to do is I'm going to show you guys how I launch an ad. Okay. So let me pop into this thing here. So we're going to go to Ads Manager, and we're going to go to My Account. All right, here we go. And I'm going to show you guys, how to set up an ad. It's pretty simple, it's straightforward, right? I got a couple of ads running right now, testing out a good amount of stuff. Basically the way that we do this from Ads Manager is you go here, you create a campaign, you create an ad set, and then you create ads, right? So let's just go ahead and do that. I'm going to copy my ad copy real quick so I can just show you guys that whole process. We're going to create one ad together. That way you guys get the process. Like I said, I wanted to keep this less than 10 minutes. So let's go here. So here's how you create an ad. You're going to go to the create button right here. Now you have to have a Facebook ads manager to do this. You're going to click engagement. You're going to click continue. You're going to do manual engagement campaign. And then you're going to go down here to advantage campaign budget, turn that on. We're going to change it from $20 to $5. We're going to click next. Over here where it says conversion, you're going to change this to messaging apps. It's going to automatically connect to your Facebook page here. The next part here is your location. So we don't want it to be the entire United States. I live in League City, Texas. So that's what I'm going to choose. And I'm going to do, for me, I'm going to do a 15-mile radius because there's still plenty of people in the population for that. Okay. And then we're going to click next. And then the next part is actually where we create the ad. Okay. So we're going to go here to, we're going to go to the primary text. I'm going to paste this in there. We're going to go to add media. I'm going to add some photos. So I'm going to add one photo for the sake of this. And I'm going to click next, next, done. And so this is what the ads look like. They look like that. And then in the headline down there, right down here where it says chat with us, we want to change that. Okay. So you can change that to really whatever you want. It can be sell a device. It can be iPhone 11 and newer, right? It can be stuff like that. So we'll just leave it kind of like that. And then down here, you're going to want to change or start a messenger conversation here. So for example, you would create new one. I'm just simply going to use an existing one that I have. And something new that I've been trying out here lately is I'm huge on upselling people, right? So in the beginning, I've been doing, hey, this is Chris with Bell Electronics Resell LLC. We specialize in buying many types of electronics. We buy used, damaged phones, MacBooks, smartwatches, cameras, VR headsets, and much more. And then they click what they're looking to sell, whether it's a phone, game console, other device, doesn't matter. All right. And then you save and finish. So you'll set that up. It's very easy to set that up. All right. So this is how you create an ad. Now, what I typically recommend is you run 5 ads on one campaign. This is my 115 method or my automated sourcing method. All right. So what you would simply do to create more ads is simply click these 3 dots and quickly duplicate. All right. And then all you have to do now is go and change the photo to something else. All right. So it can be like this one. right? And then you would do that until you have a total of 5 ads total, all right? So right now we have 2, but you would want to do 5, all right? And then after that, once you've created your 5, you simply click publish, and that's how you create the ad, all right? Now, Google ads are a little bit different. I'm just going to give a like a slight overview on the Google ads, just because they work a little bit different, and they take a lot longer to set up. You got to have a website and all kinds of stuff. So let my dog out here real quick. All right, so let's go here. Sign in my Google Ads account. All right, Google Ads, the way they work is a little bit different. Let me find my account here. Yep. All right, so I'm not running ads on this account at the moment. I'm running them on a different one. But I do want to show you guys how this setup works. Now, so number one, you need a website. You need a Google My Business profile. You need those things in order to do this, okay? So there are prerequisites to this, but I am going to show you guys the overview on how we create Google Ads. And I'm probably the only one that's going to show you guys this because I'm pretty much the one who did it. So we're going to go here. I'm going to remove all of these here. You're not going to have this many. Probably won't have any because your account isn't created. All right, but I'm going to do request quotes. Boom, boom. All right. All right, so I got my conversion. It's going to be request quote. I created that. And the way that we set up Google Ads is we use search campaigns. So what we want to do is we want to grab people that are already searching for our service. So we're going to type in our website now. All right, so bellelectronicsleaguecity.com. I'm just going to name this phone ads 5, so I know. I'm going to continue. We're going to just start new. All right, I'm going to go next. We're going to choose our specific location here. So once again, League City, just like Facebook. League City, Texas. Now, cool thing about Google is you can actually grab areas around it too, which is pretty cool. So if you click here to show all areas, you can start like adding in the other parts, which is cool. Like just click, target. So it's pretty cool. I like that about Google. It allows me to really target like the areas that I want to target. So yeah, that's good. All right. So you can target specific zip codes and see where your leads are coming from. Once you do that, you're just going to click next. Now, this is the part where most people, they just don't know how to do, right? So I like to siphon off of the best keywords in the industry, which are Eco ATM. So I'm going to replace the keywords on my website with Eco ATM's website because they're always updating it. And actually, my conversion cost went up, funny enough. But that's okay, because that's usually not very right. Okay, so what we're going to do here now is we're going to fill out some keywords. The great thing about Google is it gives you the keywords, which I love. Okay, so we're going to do, we buy used phones, we buy iPads and MacBooks. Yeah, I love those. All right, so sell your device, right? We want to kind of match what's happening over here. And we want this to get as green as possible, more than the Eco machine, right? So I want to, you can't directly put Eco ATM. So you got to like word around it, right? Cash for phones, sell a device for cash, more than the phone machine. All right, let's see here. More than the kiosk. So it's going to be different for every location too. Some locations are going to have different types of keywords. Price, my device, more than the phone, or I'm just going to say the machine. Cell phone buyers. Let's see here. Phone buyer near you. All right, so we got a good amount of them. So my ad strength is now good, right? So down here, we will probably buy your device, we buy them, use damage. This is good, yeah. So really what we're aiming for here is the keywords right here, or the headlines. All right, and then after that, we're gonna go next. We're gonna change it to a $5 budget. We're not gonna do 113. Whoops, I gotta confirm myself, apparently. Oh, hold on, guys, I gotta grab my phone. All right, we're all good. All right, we're gonna change the budget to $5. Now, the cool thing is once you change the budget and lower it, it actually lowers the cost per conversion. So my cost per conversion went down to $1.60, which means it's going to be about $1.60 per lead. All right, and that is how we set up Google Ads. Now, there is a whole part on this inside of Resell Deck that is different, but we're going to go ahead and publish the campaign, and that's how you set up a Google Ad. Okay, so I just went over the automated sourcing method. All right, so we got Facebook ads. Facebook and Instagram are the same thing, and then Google ads as well. Okay, so these are that. All right, so now the next part here is once we have this happening right here, we got the Facebook, Instagram, Google. All right, now we got to go to reach outs. So we did the automated sourcing method. That was quite a bit, and this video is not going to be 10 minutes. It's going to be longer, so enjoy. So now we do reach outs. So what we usually recommend is like 10 reach outs a day. How do I do reach outs? So I don't do a whole lot of reach outs. I'm going to be real with you guys. I spend like $50 a day on ads. So I don't necessarily need to, but I can show you guys how to do it. All right, so let's pop back in and let's go to Facebook. So let's go into Facebook over here. And I'll show you guys exactly what I say to people. All right, so first item that I'm going to want to look for, you guys are probably going to go after iPhone. So we're just going to do that. We're going to go after iPhone here. Let's see here. Let's find one here. All right, this one's pretty close to me. iPhone 12 unlocked, cash only. All right, so guys, here's what I say to people. All right, I say, hey, I run a company that buys these every day. Was wondering if you'd be willing to go a little bit lower if I could pay cash instead of tomorrow. I'm going to say today. All right, so boom, and I send. Now I have mine set up. Oh, I'm actually getting a lead right now. One sec, guys. You guys are going to listen to it live.
Thanks for Zell LLC. Press any key to connect the call.
Hello, this is Chris with Bell Electronics. How can I help you? Oh, they hung up on me. That sucks. I was hoping you guys would get to see one live. We'll see. They might call back. But see, this guy's already responding, right? So I would kind of keep going through. I like to do all of the reach outs first before I respond to any of them. Oh, that's a ad. So I usually go through and I just hit up a good amount of these, right? And just send the same thing over and over again. Oh, look, there's my ad. So here we got the iPhone 14, right? Looks like I messaged him a while ago. Oh, I sent him to somebody in Dallas. iPhone 11, no SIM lock. Okay. I'm going to send him a message. Boom. So this is how I go through it. Okay. I just literally have the same preset message in Messenger or Marketplace, and I just press send, 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 send. And the reason I ask, like, would you be willing to go a little bit lower if I was to pay cash today or tomorrow, is because nobody ever really rejects that idea, surprisingly. So I implore you guys to try it out. Okay, so this is the reach outs part of how things work. Now, we also have Resale Hawk that kind of helps with that, but you can check that out later. I'm just going over the overview side of things here for you guys. All right, so that is an overview of the automated sourcing method, and then also how to do reach outs. I know I only did 2, but usually I like to do like 10 to 20 whenever I do it, right? So that's that part. Okay, now we got leads and customers. So we start getting leads and we start getting customers, right? So let me pull up Resale Deck and show you guys the leads that I've had coming in today. So, all right, so these are where all of my leads come in. As you guys can see, most of them are from Messenger. Some of them are text messages. Some of them are Google My Business. Some are phone calls. Some are emails. Some are texts, and some are Instagram, right? So I got all of my conversations here in one place. This is where the leads come in, and then where we make offers, right? So as you guys can see here, I'm trying to negotiate with this guy. He wants $500 for a 13 Pro Max unlocked, 128 gigs. That is a little bit heavy on price for what I'm willing to pay. But yeah, so this is where the leads come in. So this part's pretty self-explanatory. And this part kind of goes into following up with your leads and things like that too. But I do want to talk about the next part here. Stop the screen share real fast. So the next part is actually learning how to appraise devices. Okay. So let's take that iPhone 13 Pro Max as an example that I have right here. And actually use eBay, because I actually might be able to pay a little bit more using eBay. So let's go here to eBay. Let's go iPhone 13 Pro Max. Unlocked. Let's see what it's selling for on eBay. So that one was 128 gigs. And then it was used. And then sold. All right. 550, 599. Yeah, so yeah, a little tough. Well, this one's unlocked. 579. So one thing, whenever we were using eBay to do this, is you don't want to use ones that look like this. You want to use the ones that actually have the phone that's being sold in the photo. Okay, so we got another one here at 620. I got another one here at 645 and then 640. Okay, so let's see. But let's negotiate with this guy a little bit, because that's the next part anyway, right? So if it's selling for 640, 620, and 645, let's plug that into the calculator that I have and figure out the best price that I can give him. All right, so 620, 640, 645. Okay, so the average price it'll sell for is about $635, which means I could go up to, if I want to make $100 profit, which is usually what I try to do, I could go up to like 444 or 450. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna offer him 440 based on what I'm seeing on eBay. If I could pay you 440 cash today, could I earn your business? So this was a lead from an ad. Okay. So this isn't like I'm hitting somebody up on Marketplace randomly trying to move them down. They hit me up for a purpose, right? To sell their device quickly, right? They know that I'm a business. And so this is, what that looks like. Also, I don't know what's going on with this person. I'm gonna try and call him back actually. Let's see here. Because it looks like it was a Google My Business lead, which is usually great leads. Yeah. They don't want the business apparently today. All right, so that is that part. Negotiation wise, all of that, right? So that's now I want to go over my bullet negotiation method as well, which I actually have here in Resell Deck, I believe. Nope, not that one. Nope. Here we go. Okay, so my bullet negotiation script. Okay, so the way that I personally like to negotiate is I always start off with two questions. What device is it? What's wrong with it? Right. This is sufficient enough information for you to make an offer. You want to base everything on the low side. This means the lowest gigabyte, bad ESN, just generally the lowest on everything. Right. And then once you have what device it is, what's wrong with it, you just make the offer. Like just make the offer. And you can say it in one of two ways. You can say it like, great, we've been buying the device for blank recently, or awesome, I can give you blank for it, right? Now, if they agree, fantastic, right? And this is what I say literally right after that. And I have this templated all out inside of Resell Deck as well. What I'll say is awesome. I will be meeting people at Starbucks today at 12 and 5. Which time works best for you? And once they agree to that, we want to upsell them. Okay. Most people don't do this. Most resellers don't do this. And this is why they can't keep enough people in their business sustaining their business. So you want to upsell. I always ask, do you have any other devices you might be looking to sell today? I buy used and damaged iPads, MacBooks, smartwatches, cameras, Oculus, and other types of electronics. Got anything else like that? You'd be surprised how much other stuff people have. And then I always do the bill of sale. It's like, awesome. When you come, please make sure the device can be erased and please bring a valid ID for the bill of sale. That's it. Can't wait to earn your business. And then you just want to confirm the meetup with them, right? Whenever you get ready to head there, you can be like, hey, I'm heading there now. GPS says I'll be there at blank time. And then you're going to want to wait for the customer before leaving. Okay. And if they don't respond back right away or, within a certain time frame, you can just say, hey, does that time still work for you? Right. All right, so the next part here is if they refuse, what I like to say is you have a great device and we need more blank devices today to hit our target this week. What were you trying to get for it, right? This gives you an idea of what they're trying to get. And whenever they tell you how much they're looking to get, you want to usually move to the first bullet. This is what I call bullets. And then ask, what company is it with? So if it's unlocked, number one, you can make more, like you can make a higher offer. If it's not, sometimes you have to move to the next bullet. But if you can make another better offer and you want to say it like this. Gotcha. Thanks for the extra info. I have checked with my buyers and it looks like I can actually move my price to blank. How does that sound? Right. Now, if it doesn't, if you can't move the price up based on the carrier, you want to ask how much storage. Okay. So now I would move to this. I totally understand. Can you tell me how much storage your device has? So if the storage is higher than the lowest gigabyte size, then you can increase your price accordingly and say something like this. I didn't realize it was 512 gigabytes. Looks like I can actually do blank. How does that sound? Right? So also, guys, this works inversely as well. So when the customer starts confirming that they have the lowest gigabyte, the lowest this, the lowest that, in their brain, it's like, oh crap. I don't have the fanciest model. I don't have the best. I don't have that, right? And in their mind, it starts making it seem worth less. And then you want to confirm the device. Like this is like the third bullet, right? It's like, oh, you said it was the 13 Pro Max, right? This is just another way of keeping the conversation going in the negotiation. Now, if they still won't budge, tell them the truth, right? I would love to buy your device, but I do buy and resell items for a living and need to make a little profit. Unfortunately, the best price I can do is blank due to where it is in the market, due to my buyer's prices, whatever. Would you do any less if I met you with cash today? Right now, if you still can't close them on a specific device, upsell. So do you have any other items I could possibly buy and put in your hands today? I buy used and damaged iPads, MacBooks, smartwatches, cameras, Oculus, and other types of electronics. Do you got anything else like that? Right. So whenever I can't close a deal, I typically resort to upselling people because I want to buy something from them. Okay. That's the goal. All right. So this guy hasn't responded. That's totally fine. I'll follow up with him. But so that's the negotiation part. Okay. So when it comes to all of that, right? I hope you guys understand. So I know it's a lot, and I'm trying to give like real world examples while I'm doing this as well. Make it easier to digest so that you guys can take it out in the world and actually utilize it. Okay. So the next part that I really want to talk about is the part where a lot of resellers drop the ball. Okay. And this is the meetup. Okay. So I want to walk you guys through the meetup kind of cadence that I have when it comes to buying devices. Okay. So the first thing that I like to do whenever I see the customers, I like to get up, shake their hand, look them in the eye, and say, hey, my name is Chris with Bell Electronics. Looking forward to earning your business today. Now, sometimes depending on the price of the device. So I bought a 14 Pro Max yesterday for $420. It's unlocked, so it's a good price. I bought that yesterday, and before the meetup, I messaged the person, and I'll actually show you guys here. And I'll show you guys exactly. It was a Google My Business lead. So she was having a relatively rough day, but I do this usually anyway. Let's see here. So this is a good example, right? I just sold one for $550. That's the best. Is it paid off by chance? No, it wasn't paid off. I ended up being able to unlock it, so I guess it was. She even sent me like pictures of it at 680. Now let's see here. Where did I do this? Okay, so this part right here, I did this before the meetup. Okay. She's like, okay, I'm in a red coat. I'm Mrs. Jones. And I asked her, what kind of coffee do you like from Starbucks? Right. And she sent me this. I bought it for her. And I was like, got it. Thank you. That's so nice. Right. Awesome. Waiting inside with your drink. Thank you. Right. So the reason I did that is because I want her future business. Okay. That was about a $7 drink. I'm totally fine with that. I'm going to make a big profit anyway. The reason I'm doing that is I want to earn their business in the future. Most buyers in the local areas don't do this. They don't focus any energy on creating more business for themselves in the future. They just focus on the right here and now, which is where I don't want you guys to get stuck. Okay. So whenever somebody meets up with me, usually I shake their hand. If it's a higher priced item, I'll usually buy them something. And sometimes that'll be a gallon of gas as well. Okay. Like, hey, I'll pay for your gallon of gas if you can bring it to me today. Right. Like I'll say stuff like that. Now, when we sit down, I just start kind of doing my whole thing. As I'm resetting the phone, as I'm doing all of that stuff, I'm casually just having conversation with these people. Okay. This is something that a lot of people like don't do. They just sit there in silence while you do that. That makes the customer really uncomfortable. I usually like to ask, how's your day going? What are you doing later today? Do you come across phones regularly? It's a good question to ask, by the way. And then I'm always telling them about the other stuff that I buy as well. And then once I have the full thing reset, I've checked the IMEI, I've done all the stuff. I'll have them sign the bill of sale. I will give them their cash or cash app them, hand them 3 business cards, and I'll try to get a review and a photo with them. Now, a lot of people don't do this part, but I would say it's the most important part to earning business in the future easily, where you don't have to negotiate. You don't have to. It's just so much easier having repeat customers. All right. So that is the repeat part. Okay. Or the meetup part. Now, selling fast. There's a couple of places you can sell phones, MacBooks, iPads, smartwatches, cameras, things like that. One place is direct buyers. Direct buyers are a very easy way. If you just look up honestly, in many of the Facebook groups that are out there. You'll just randomly find them. A couple that I recommend: NYC Phone Buyer, Atlas, and then Best Deal Phones as well. So you can just look them up. You'll be able to find their websites and stuff like that. All right. And then we got eBay, Swappa, Local, and then Mercari. I sell a lot of stuff on eBay because it has millions and millions of buyers. So it's hard to beat that. Okay. Especially when you sell oddball items like I do, and broken items. I love selling broken items, most profitable in my opinion. We also have Swappa. Swappa is really good for like clean ESN, not financed and unlocked devices. Local, you can sell local if you want, right? If you don't want to pay the fees for these other platforms, sell locally. But I always tell people you pay fees in one of two ways. It's either with time or money, right? So you got to kind of pick your poison. And then Mercari is kind of a backup. I always like to have a backup Mercari account as well, just in case, you know. And this is, and then you just take your profit and reinvest into the whole cycle, right? So yeah. So quick show and tell. Actually got a package going out today with about $2,800 worth of phones. So here's one of them. So this was the 14 Pro Max that I bought from that lady where I bought her the coffee. And there's some other devices in here too, a couple 14s, a couple stuff like that. But it's a little, not a huge package, but a good one, right? I'm gonna make about I can't remember how much I'm making off of it. I'm making a good amount though. I have to double check, but it's a good amount. It's $2,800 in sales. I think it's roughly about 1,000. I think it's 800 in profit. Yeah, it's 800. That's right. So yeah, so this is the cycle, guys. Like, this is it. This is the thing. If you follow this and you do what I showed you guys in this video, you should make money. But yeah, and if you guys are looking for a little bit more direct help, I mean, this is kind of like the map quest of what I'm, the whole overview that I'm showing you right now. If you want the Google Maps where, it redirects you when you're going the wrong way and stuff like that, I definitely recommend checking out Resellerator, right? We do have a wait list right now, but, if you sign up for that and you're already doing about so we only take people that are doing roughly about $1,000 a month in profit. Those are the kind of people we work the best with. We help those guys get from $1,000 to $5,000 a month in profit plus. Quick good example of this is we had one of those guys sign up 30 days ago. He wasn't selling on eBay at all, and he went from 0 on eBay to $16,000 in sales in 30 days. So the process works, and it works very well if you do it. Now, don't come to me if you're not ready, right? We only want to work with the people that are ready to go. So if that's you, apply. You should be able to apply somewhere below. If not, DM me on Facebook or something. But other than that, this is the process, guys. Implement it, use it. And if you're looking to get your feet wet, I definitely recommend my starter kit as well. You'll be able to find that below also. So I'll see you guys later. I know this was a little bit longer than I said, but I want to give you guys the value that I promised. So see you guys later. Make sure to like and subscribe. It helps me with the